This is TWiT.
Let's cheer everybody up. New emojis. 70 new emojis coming to iOS. It's World Emoji Day. Happy World Emoji Day, everybody. Emojis are the greatest thing. You don't need the Taiwanese flag in your emojis. Come on.
If you go to the link on the Apple one, yeah, they have some nice animated ifs.
Yeah, this is from Apple's newsroom, so they've animated these. You can see now that people like me with gray hair are suddenly represented.
And you can get Daenerys Targaryen and Storm from the X-Men.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Have you found yourself not like when you're testing the new iOS 12? Have you noticed that you're not using other emojis nearly as much?
No.
Once you have Memoji,
because you got Memojis. I don't use. I noticed I haven't used a Memoji since I got iOS 12.
Oh, I use it all the time. But my biggest complaint is I don't. Yeah, but I don't. My biggest complaint is that I don't want sound. I need to have something that just says mute, because a lot of times, I just want to do facial expressions. You
can do an emoji without sound, can't you, Renee? You just
it does sound automatically, and I don't think you can mute it. But I just want to do that surprise expression all the time. I know exactly what Alex means.
Yeah, so I do these funny. I'll do these funny. I find them much closer to how I feel when I do it myself, but. You get all this ambient noise. So if you're at the airport or something like that, it all comes through, and then it just seems weird. Like when it didn't have any noise, it was fine. It's really weird when you're not making any noise and you're making facial expressions. It's just
should get a mute button. I'm going to file that radar. I'll file that radar, Andy. Sorry, Alex.
If we wanted to do a show with Memojis, is there a way, Renee, we could replace you guys with the Memojis?
I think you could do it through FaceTime.
We'd have to use FaceTime for each one of us. FaceTime.
Yeah, once we all have the new FaceTime installed, we could do it easily.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, do you have iOS 12 installed?
It would be Karsten's problem at that point, is what I'm saying.
Then we'd have to use Macs on this end, because right now I think we use Windows machines. All right, we need three Macs. No, 4, because I'd have to be.
It would be a group call though.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could do individual calls. That's why we need.
No, you could. Yeah, the same way you do it with Skype. You just give individual calls, do mix minuses back to each one, and we just do it otherwise.
Yeah, we have the capability of doing that.
Yeah.
We just need 4 Macs. We could probably cobble together 4 Macs. When's FaceTime for Mac out? Is it on Mojave?
It's just beta, right? It's just Mojave beta, right?
It's right now it's working a bit iffy, but we can give it.
Okay, well we'll wait. We'll wait till it's a little stable. Maybe to celebrate the release of Mojave, we'll do the whole show in Memojis.
Finally, a week I don't have to shave. I'm all for this.
And then, is there a way? Oh, Macs don't have Face ID, so how does that work?
Oh, that's true. It's only iPhone 10 that can do the Memoji.
You'd all need iPhone 10s.
We would have to. Yeah, we'd all have to be on iPhone 10s.
I have an iPhone 10. I can do that.
And then I could sit here, but I'd have to have an iPhone 10 in front of me.
Yes.
And
it'll be great.
You'd have to garbage map my head onto my body.
You'll be like one of those like the actors in an Avengers movie where the real thing is actually just you with like a bicycle helmet with like a phone, like a camera, basically in front of you, like on a goose arm. It'll be great. We can motion track you up.
I think we'll have to wait till Alex is in studio to do this.
The fewer people in the studio, the better.
No, that's right. We don't want him in studio, but we want his help.
Okay.
He put him in my office to do it.
Because you want to do internet. We'll want to do Ethernet to the phones.
Oh Lord, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, Ethernet to the phones, and then to get good audio, you want Ethernet to the phone, and then you want through the headphone jack, you want to use an XLR to headphone, XLR to TRRS connector,
headphone
jack,
which
is easy to get.
Oh, it might be.
Where's the headphone
simpler.
jack?
It might be simpler.
You
if
don't have a headphone jack.
If Renee and I just like sort of fly out to San Francisco and we do it in person. Which would be the perfect Apple demo? We're actually physically in the same room together, but we're going to use an incredible amount of technology to do something heroically stupid anyway.
When you and your girlfriend are playing World of Warcraft and messaging instead of talking.
That's actually how we used to do satellite calls at Tech TV. We just put the guy on the other side of the studio and pretend he was on a satellite.
It's
a lot cheaper.
When you've toured as many studios as I have, people still do that a lot.
Do they
like
really?
there is a lot of oh yeah. When you see Sunday morning, especially, you see all these shows, and if you've been in a lot of those studios, you're like, that's over in the corner.
But they do that probably to give them parody, so that I know it's a problem here. Even if we have one person in studio and two people on Skype, it's a little bit of a disadvantage for the people on Skype.
Well, they have a model. A lot of them have broadcast models. That this is the way when we're interviewing this person, they're going to come in this way.
Yeah.
We don't want them to, especially if we're going to do a one-on-one, we don't want to have it be, especially if you're doing like a conservative and then a liberal.
One of them doesn't want an advantage. Yeah.
Even if they're one after the other, you don't want to have one feel like they got brought in, and so they just put them both in the same box. And then they just do it that way every week for whoever is going to be interviewed.
Magic of television.
Insert,
which is a little less magic. So you think this is the Canadian emoji because it's so cold?
Yeah,
his face
that's
is blue. That's Renee in the winter.
See, I thought
Georgia
that was
is the one in the
mode.
cape, and I'm the one in the.
Lobster, kangaroo.
Yeah.
These are Apple's versions of these, which actually are quite beautiful, very three-dimensional.
Now, can I make a prediction?
Yeah.
It might be based on my saying this. I would predict that sometime in the next revision, Apple is going to change the color of the lobster emoji so that it's like green and black and little streaks of blue. Because red is the color of a cooked lobster, and most lobsters are cooked like while alive, which is cruel. I'm guessing that I think that if someone has not already thought about this, if this gets out because I've talked about it, I would not be shocked if they decided to change it as a really, really subtle thing to say, let's change all cruelty to animals and remove them from the emoji list.
Oh man.
There's been like quasi protests about that since the spec for the new version of emojis have been released. I think people were complaining about it.
It's going to ruin the whole hotel chain. You got a whole hotel chain.
Red Lobster.
I've always said nothing. I fully respect people who are vegetarians and vegans and all that other sort of stuff. But I'm saying that if there's no better proof that the lobster was meant to be eaten, it's a one-step cooking process and it changes color when it's done. God meant for us to. You can have every other creature. I think clearly God meant for us to eat this one creature.